everybody, this is Sherry with CPR Craft Pray Repeat, and I'm here today to show you another way that I've found to enhance my die cuts and make them, in my opinion, look even better. And I started by using pan pastels, which I've never used before but have really come to like. And this, I believe, is the flesh tone kit, but there's another one that has different shades of browns, and I will probably be getting that one next because I will be needing, you know, extra browns because I do so many critters. Plus I got the black and the white. And so this is what I'm starting with. I'm using the Mr. Snuggles die from Cottage Cuts. There it is right there. Isn't he cute? And you know, I've always inked the edges of my die cuts, and I'm going to start by using a filbert brush. It's very thin on the tip and rounded, and they're called filbert brushes. You can get better into the little cracks and crevices with this kind of brush, I believe. And instead of going from the outside in like we do with inking, we're going to start from the inside and work our way out. So you just get a little bit of the chalk or pastel, I don't know what to call this stuff, to be honest, but it really kicks butt and not in making your dies look really cute. Because, you know, when you use your inks, you know, you can do the outside, you know, easy enough with, you know, your blending tool, and I use mine from Little Acres Creations. But when you try to get in here to do stuff like inside the bear's legs or some of the detail here on the body and on the little feet, you know, you can't get in there. It's impossible to do with your ink blending tool. And I've got a paper towel over here to my right. So because I want to try to do the inside here, I wanted to just tap off a little of that chalk, and then I just go over that line that has already been put in the die for us by the designer. And like I said, this is a Cottage Cuts die, and you guys know that, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love Cottage Cuts. And so I love the fact that now I can actually make the inside of my die as my die cut as dimensional as I can the outside, and I can really get in there and accent the pieces that the owner, her name is Joanne, who, you know, that she put in there. Look at that. See, this side's not been touched at all, and then this side has the chalking on it. And again, I start from the inside. Now, I will tell you, you know, you can see that it's getting on my fingers. What I did before was I took and used hairspray. You know, I don't know if there's some kind of setting thing out there or not, but I wanted to make sure that when people touched it, it didn't come off, you know, on their hands. So to do that, to avoid that, I just went and just sprayed it down real quick with just a burst of hairspray, and that took care of everything. And you know, the piece that I did before like this when I first practiced, I've not had any trouble at all. And so I really can't express how much I am enjoying doing this. I mean, it's a bit messier, I think, than inking, but I'm really having fun with it, and I can go in here and accent the eyebrows that are in there that I've never been able to do before. and I will be back in 1 minute to show you the muzzle and the other pieces that I use. Let me show you what we've got so far. Look how cute. Oh, I love it. And let me show you real quick. This is the one with no inking or no, extra stuff. This has just been die cut. And this is the one with the pan pastels. And if you think that you maybe went a little too dark, just kind of buff a little of it out. And I mean, it takes just a little off, not a ton of it. So I mean, here again is no inking, no nothing, just the die cut on the left, and then the pan pastels on the right. And I love, see how you can get in there and those little cracks that you can see, but sometimes they get lost in the detail. And I will be right back to show you what I used for the muzzle so that you can see the different colors. Like I said, this is a flesh tone kit. And well, there ain't no sense in stopping. I'll just open it up. Here's the muzzle for the little bear. And for that one, I don't know if this tells, burnt sienna is the color that I'm using. And there's that. And I just make sure that I've got all of the chalk off of my brush by wiping it back and forth on my paper towel. And I mean, it does not take much, so I think these things will last you forever. And you see, it's such a habit to start inking or whatever from the outside in that I started to do that on the bottom of the little muzzle. And now I have used my sticky board for this, but once you use your sticky board with this, it definitely is not a sticky board any longer. Let me tell you that. So, I mean, unless you want to continually replace, your Glad press and seal. And if the pieces were smaller, I would do that. But Mr. Snuggles is big enough that I can hold on to him. And he goes right there. Look at that. Look how cute he's getting. I love it. Now I'm just going to buff off just a tiny bit. And I'll be right back to show you how we complete him. Okay, after I buffed this off, I felt like I maybe took too much. So I just want to go back in with just a little bit right around the edge. And I also want to go and forgot to do this little spot right there, right below the bear's nose. And again, I just tap my brush off because I don't want to get too much in there, but I definitely want to get enough that you can see it. And remember, you can put it on, and then when you brush off, what's left will be what's down inside that little indentation. And so let me zoom you out here a minute so we can see what's going on. And then we're going to go ahead and just take our little nose, our little muzzle piece. And normally I cut out the black on the nose, and then I go ahead and I ink over it anyways with my glaze pen, my Sakura glaze pen, which I will link all of the things that I'm using in the description box below. And some of them may be affiliate links that does not cost you any more if you use. It just helps me get a few things more for my channel so that I can make it better. Right now I'm trying to get a better camera system set up. So I've been saving for that for a while. And so I'm hoping that this will help. Trying to do, these affiliate links and things, because I'm dying to get that camera, because I know it's going to give you so much more quality than what you're getting right now. And I'll zoom you back in a little bit here. and you can see the indentation for where the eyes are. I just go over that with my glaze pen. And like I said, normally I put the black on the nose, the black piece, and then go over it with the glaze pen. But that just seemed kind of redundant to me. So I decided that I would just color mine in. And I found that I like that just as much as, you know, when I put the black piece on. So, you know, you do what works best for you. That's, you know, how crafting works. You do what you like. And as soon as the glaze is dry, then I'll go ahead and put the white dot in his eyes. Now I'll come right back. I'm going to go ahead and do his arms. I don't think you guys really want to probably sit through and watch me, you know, do the bear's arms, because, you know, I will be doing them just like I did the rest of the bear. And I'll be right back and show you how we're going to put him together. Hey everybody, I forgot to do around the muzzle, and this is an extra one that I already had been working on. I have several of them cut out for a project, and so I thought I would bring you back in and show you, you know, going over this, because I completely forgot. Completely. Don't know where my head was. But because I can do this, I can kind of push it out a little bit, wipe it off, make sure I get in the eyebrows. I don't know that I did that on this one either. Well, I don't know where my head was. Well, actually, I know. My head was thinking, I need to do this video to show everybody. And then my brain forgot the rest of it. Okay, so what I did, since I had already glued down the muzzle, I just, you know, made sure I didn't have a lot on my brush and went around the muzzle like this to kind of lay in the shadow of where the muzzle would be. And as soon as I find my other arm, where did I put it? There it is. We will go ahead. Now I did check, and this color here on top is called Burnt Sienna Extra Dark. So again, I mean, I think, I'm almost positive when I looked at these that you could buy them separately. And so, you know, in case you want to know exactly which colors, you know, I used, you know, that'll give you, you know, an idea of what to look for. And I took a cat scrappiness die and I cut, it's a banner and it has these little bunnies on it. So I cut the bunny out, and here's what I did with it, because I want these to be an Easter project. I put, which I guess you really don't have to color there. I know that the arms go over it, but I color it anyways. And now I'm going to put the arm, but I'm only gluing the top part, okay? Only the top part, because I need to be able to have a space, ta-da, to slide the bunny in. The bunny, ooh, I love the bunny. Sorry, Veggie Tales. Me and the kids, we like Veggie Tales. And then I just go ahead and go down this side to put my other arm on, if I pay attention to what I'm doing. And then I just wrap the bunny up in, and then put a little dot of glue right there so that it holds the bunny secure, but yet still slides underneath each of the arms so that the bunny's being held by the little bear. And let me show you, I've got an extra muzzle cut out here. So let me get my arms and stuff, because I want to give you a fair representation of, you know, what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Let's put this together. Let me zoom you out here a little. don't want to go too far because I really want you to be able to see the difference. Okay. This is what your die cut would look like. Just, you know, cut out and put together. No inking, no, you know, no nothing. And look at the difference. I mean, it just completely makes a huge difference in how he looks. I really am just, I'm loving these pan pastels. I will be playing with them for a long time, and I will definitely, they have like primary colors and things like that. I didn't know if I would use them that much, but I definitely want to try and go ahead and get the other browns, so, because I just can't believe the difference it makes, and I wanted to share that with you. And this is my Mr. Snuggles, and I'm getting him ready for Easter. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. I hope it helps somebody to see the difference and to maybe enhance their die cuts and make them even better. I want to thank you for visiting me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Remember to practice your CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat. Bye!